So I'm guessing that you guys clicked this video because maybe you're interested in starting a business. You have a business, but you're just losing that motivation, or maybe you're in that phase of your business journey where you just don't know what's next for me. Like, how am I going to get through this? Like, it's harder than what it seems to be. Or maybe you're just thinking like, am I even good enough to be an entrepreneur? Or if you having any of those thoughts, or you need that motivation, then keep watching this video. Hi YouTubers, welcome back. It's the one and only Amber Mercedes, and I am back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, then hey, if not, go ahead, click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, because if you're not keeping up with Amber Mercedes, then we'll keep it up with them, period, okay? So by the title, you guys already know I am starting a new series on my channel called My Business Journey, and I don't know how many parts it's gonna be, but I did want to go ahead and jump things off with a part 1 because y'all, I've been going through so much with my business, and I feel like it's worthy that I share with you all, because y'all just really don't know what other business owners go through, especially the ones that people like look up to or are inspired by. Because I know I have a lot of people that support me, a lot of people that are rooting for me, a lot of people that are motivated by me, inspired by me. But it's like, I wanted to make this video to let you guys know at the end of the day, I am just like y'all. Okay, I started off just like how you guys are starting off. So all of those thoughts about, am I good enough? Why is this happening to me? Am I going to get through this? Those are the same thoughts that I have. But because you look at me as this, inspiration, you kind of don't see it. So maybe if I break down everything that I've been through and where I am now, that'll give you some motivation, so you can know like this can be you. Like those people that y'all be seeing on y'all timeline that be inspiring y'all, like it can be you too, sis, okay? So let's just start the video right here. So if you're new here, my name is Amber Mercedes. I'm the CEO of Lash by Mercedes LLC. I've been in business for 4 years now. So I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of history when it comes down to being a business owner, okay? So before we go any further, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up and go subscribe right now. Pause it and subscribe now, okay? So when I first started my business, y'all, because people like to put on this like image like, oh, I don't have a lot of followers, I only have 100 followers, I only have 500, 1,000 followers, like who's gonna shop with me? And I need y'all to really understand that followers do not equal support, okay? It does not equal support. Because when I first started my business, or they like to say, like, I'm not really popular in my city, I'm not really popular, period, I'm like really an introvert. So like, how is that gonna work with being an entrepreneur and, like building my social media presence? Like, how is that gonna work when I only have this amount of support and this amount of followers? It's not about the followers, you guys. You can't have a $1 million business and only have 569 followers. Trust me, I've seen people build these businesses and that are now generating millions, and they did not have a lot of followers starting out. So stop using that excuse to like scare you out of the reason why you want to be an entrepreneur, because everybody has a starting place. There's some businesses now to this day that has all the clout in this world, 15,000 followers on Instagram, 20,000 followers on Twitter, blah, 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 blah. They start a business and they see exactly what it means to have a bunch of following and no support, because followers do not equal support, okay? Just because somebody has a lot of followers doesn't mean that when they drop a business, they're going to get a lot of sales. No, that is not the case. I'm telling you, I have seen so many people have a bunch of, like a huge following. They launch a business and it does not go as well as they think it is going to go. Why? Because like I said, those followers are not supporters, okay? All of those followers do not be supporters, okay? So just get that concept out of your head. And I know it's easier said when you, like, it's easier said than when you actually see it, but it really is the truth. And the more that you become an entrepreneur and the more that you go through the ups and downs with your business, you will start to understand exactly what I mean, okay? So when I started my business, I had this idea back in 2019. I would never forget. It was like 2019. I already had this idea, y'all, since 2018. Y'all have to think about it. When I wanted to be an entrepreneur, it was 2018, y'all. It was nobody selling lashes for real. It was me and this other girl. We were the only two. Like, when she was already selling the lashes. Y'all know I'm from Chicago. So it was this girl who was already selling lashes, and she was doing very, very well for herself. But she was like, you know, a local business. So pick up, drop off, all of that stuff. Me, I never really thought about being like global, but I knew that my business was gonna be big, if that makes sense. Because you have to think about it. Back in 2018, I really had no knowledge about websites and how to do this and how to do that. I taught myself everything from scratch. Me and Google was like this, because even back then in 2018, I wasn't even up on YouTube for real. Like, I had a channel, which is this channel right here, all the way back in 2015, but I stopped using it from like 2015 all the way up until recently during COVID. So that's a long time to go without being on your YouTube. So I wasn't on the whole YouTube wave or nothing. Like, it was just literally me and Google and me, okay? So I'm like, you know what? Like, I want to start a business. And it was so funny because maybe like August of 2018, I'm like, you know, like, I want to start a business. Like, I want to sell lashes. Like, I'm always into lashes. I didn't go to none of the college parties without my lashes. I didn't care if it was a beauty supply lashes. I made sure that I went to the beauty supply and got me my lashes. Like, I did not care. And around that time, I had a pretty decent following. I think around that time, I probably had about 6,000 followers on Instagram. I did not have a Twitter. And I don't remember how many friends I had on Facebook, but that's irrelevant. But like, you know, like, I didn't have a TikTok back in 2018. I had a Snapchat. Like, now my Snapchat was pretty busting. Like, I did have a lot of like friends and stuff like that, but I never really promoted on Snapchat, so that don't matter. So those were like my followings then. And I want to say that, you know, like, I just feel like I'm the typical girl. Like, people in my city know who I am. I don't really want to say or call myself popular. I just feel like people know me, but a lot of people don't know me. But like, I'm not that worldwide girl where it's like people in Cali gonna know who Amber Mercedes is. That's not how it was. I was just your typical local pretty girl from the city that knew some people, knew a lot of different people, because, you know, I was a track runner. I danced. Like, my mama had me active when I was in high school, so I met a lot of people. So that's my idea of, you know, knowing people. I wasn't really like overly popular though. Like, people in Miami wasn't looking for me. Like, you know how Jada Waiter and them was popular growing up and people was looking for them on Pinterest and stuff. I was not that girl, okay? So I was just your regular typical girl, probably like how you are. You just know a few people, you know a couple of people or whatnot, and you have a dream, you have a vision. So moving on, I believe like the end of 2018, I'm like, let's do this. Like, I wanna start a business. Let's do this. Like, what do I need to do? So I started. I'll never forget. I was working 3 jobs, y'all. I was working at Jimmy John's, Wendy's, and Smoothie King. I was working 3 jobs, busting those. Y'all, when I say I was working my ass off, working, building up my checks, all my checks, saving. Like, my one job, I think my Smoothie King job, that job was strictly like just for savings for my business. And then I used my Jimmy John's check and my Wendy's check for bills. So I saved every Smoothie King check I had, y'all. And I got straight to it. I came up with a name for myself, which is Lash by Mercedes. Came up with a name for myself. Came up with a logo. I got my logo from Etsy. Because I did my research. Like, I literally searched Lash logo. And Etsy was the first thing that popped up, like different designs, stuff like that. So like, I went in there and I told the girl like, hey, I want this hair. I want the colors this. I want da. So I did my logo. I did my name. And then even back then, I did not have an LLC, y'all. I did not have an LLC. My biggest thing was, okay, where do I get these lashes from? Like, I got my logo. I got my name. Where do I get the inventory from? Yeah, I was on Google, like, overly searching because I did not want to ask my homegirl who was selling lashes in Chicago. I did not want to ask her. I wanted to do everything by myself. Like, that's how I am. I'm a Gemini. Like, when I have an idea, like, it's game time because I may have a thousand ideas. So, like, when I'm on something, I'm on it bad. So, I did not want to ask nobody. I wanted to do everything by myself. So, instead of asking her, I literally just went on Google and I searched, what did I search? I don't remember what I searched or how specific it was. I think I just searched like lash inventory, lash business. I don't know what I searched, but all I know is I was just on Google and I think AliExpress popped up first. I don't know. Back then, come on now, it's 2018. Nobody really speaking on AliExpress. I didn't know what AliExpress was for real. All I know is I went on there, downloaded the app, searched for lashes, and I got all my lashes, literally, y'all. I got my lashes from AliExpress. That's so funny that I said that now because it's like, that shit is just so crazy how much I evolved. But anyways, I got my lashes from AliExpress. I only ordered, I think, 10. And then I had searched on Google, like, where to get polymellers from. And I think I got my first round of polymellers from Amazon. I think Amazon was having them back then still, and they still have them now. And I went ahead and I got my polymellers, and then from there, I literally posted on Snapchat. I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm starting this new thing, you know, like, I want to sell lashes. And at this point, I think I went ahead and I dropped that around. I'll insert, like, the video of me, like, showing, like, my lashes and stuff like that. I don't know what months this is gonna be, but I'm just gonna keep up with me. So this, I'm just gonna be inserting like my little Snapchat videos and like my pictures of me showing people like, yeah, I'm gonna start this business. I'm gonna start selling lashes. Y'all come fuck with me. Woo woo. Y'all, when I told them people I had lashes on hand, when I say I sold out of all those 10 pairs, the very, very, very first day I posted it, y'all, I'm like, yeah, we finna do this. Like, they wanna come shop with me. Like, I love that for me. So I sold all 10 of my lashes, like, right there on the spot. I'm gonna insert a picture of me packaging them and stuff like that. Like, I was so excited. I'm like, okay, like, you know, first day and people already shopping, so I was very, very excited. So from that point, I'm like, now it's time to take it like a step higher. Like, I really want to do this. So at this point, it's kind of like, it's giving like maybe March. I don't know. Like, please do not attach to months. I just want y'all to focus on the year. So at this point, it's now 2019. This is the year that I became an AKA, and it's the year that I graduate. So it's like, you know, my mama like, what you want to do out of college? Like, what do you want to do? And I straight up told my mama, like, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to sell my lashes, like, and I want to go to chiropractic school. My mama was with it. Like, my mama was very supportive about me selling my lashes. Like, she was down with it. She like, man, you got this. Like, let's do it. Like, growing up, my mama never was taught to start a business. Like, my mama very traditional and old school. She was taught to go to school, get good grades, go to a good college, graduate from those colleges, graduate with a STEM major, get a good job, get a 401k, damn retire. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mama knows. So when I came to my mama, like, I really want to sell lashes. I want to be an entrepreneur. She like, really? Like, it was so shocking to her because, like, that's not what people typically were saying back in 2019. Even when I was telling my mama that I wanted to sell lashes and I was going to get inventory in 2018, people weren't really talking about being a business owner back in 2018, 2019, y'all. I was doing this for a minute. So anyways, I'm like, let's take it up. Let's take it up a step. So from there, I had got like custom sticker logos. I then went and got some boxes. I'm gonna insert all the proof. I went and got boxes made. I went and got hella lashes. Like, I'm like, let's do this. Like, I'm ready to launch this business. Like, what's up? And back then, I was the typical drop off pickup. So I ended up launching the business on my birthday, June 15, 2019. Gonna insert some pictures and videos from my launch party. It was busting, y'all. I had so much fun, so much family, so much support. Y'all, when I say everybody and a mama bought a pair, I made so much money that day. Like, I was so blessed to just have all of my family, my friends, my church family, my old school friends. Like, you know, just to have that support was everything to me. So I was very, very, very satisfied, you know, with all the support that I was getting day one when I had my business. And then from there, the summertime, it was busting. Like, I was just doing pickup drop-offs all day. Like, everybody was shopping with me. Like, when I say I had the whole city lit with the lashes, like, everybody was getting lashes from me, period. no complaints about my lashes at all. Like, when I say, like, I love my lashes, I love them, y'all. So moving forward to, because I know people gonna say like, well, you know, I don't have that support, you know, like nobody in my city support me, my family don't support me. Let me give y'all another scenario. It's gonna come quick. That's why I said just bear with me on this video, because y'all gonna see how everything unfolds. So, you know, the whole summer, like I said, it was busting. Everything was great until like towards the end. Towards the end, I started getting complaints of my lashes overly shedding. Mind y'all, my lashes were from AliExpress. Well, some of them were. They were from AliExpress. What? No, all of them were from AliExpress. I'm lying. All of them were from AliExpress. So once I had more than 3 people tell me they were shedding bad towards the summertime, I don't know if it was just the batch I got. I'm like, we're not having this. Like, I'm not gonna have nobody tell me my motherfucking lashes shedding. Like, I only specialize in good quality. Like, I'm not having it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done with AliExpress. Like, it has to be something better for me. So I started doing more research, and I came up on this app called Alibaba. Boom, came up on the app Alibaba. I searched lash vendors. I seen all of the different vendors. I seen the first vendor I seen, and this is why I always preach to y'all and tell y'all to have, you know, different options before y'all settle down with one. And I literally just went with the first person I seen, and y'all, I didn't realize until later that when I say that she was scamming me so freaking bad. If I got a picture, I'm gonna insert the prices. Like, when I say she was overly charging me, y'all, but me not knowing, I'm not having that knowledge. Like, I'm not knowing like how much lashes are really supposed to be. What's a convenient price? What's a decent price? Am I getting scammed? Am I not? I'm not thinking that. So I go with the first vendor I seen. I order a bunch of lashes from her. It's almost the end of the summer. I'm paying, y'all, I paid so much money. I'm telling y'all, if I got that picture, I'm gonna insert it. Y'all gonna be like, what? You paid that much for only them pairs of lashes? Yes, y'all. Like, I feel like I was getting fooled, and I was getting scammed. I did not know that. So it's coming down to the end of the summer. It's about to be time for me to move to St. Louis because I start chiropractic school in September. So it's the end of the summer. The lashes are selling good. The quality is better. I'm doing my thing. I'm selling lashes, no complaints. So now it's time for me to move to St. Louis. And this is where it got real. Moved to St. Louis in September of 2019. And when I say from there, business went. Because guess what, y'all? I didn't have that support anymore because I identified myself so much as this local business, pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off, that once I moved to St. Louis, I didn't have nobody to pick up and drop off to. Nobody knew me in St. Louis. Like I told y'all, I wasn't that it girl that y'all always see on social media that the people know her from different cities. I wasn't that girl. I just was known in my city. So, like, to go from all this support, getting orders every day, picking up, dropping off every day, to now I'm down here feeding for myself, that was crazy. That was the real switch in my business. It made me think like, okay, like, this not no local business no more. We gotta go global. Like, we gotta make some shake. Like, we gotta do something about this, because there's no way that I'm going all these days with nothing. Like, literally nothing. No orders, no nothing. Like, I couldn't even pick up and drop off if I wanted to. Nobody wanted me to ship them their lashes. Like, no, people were so used to the conveniency of like picking up and dropping off. Like, nobody wanted to like wait for their order to come in through shipping. Like, that's not how they were in Chicago. Like, they was just ready to pick up their lashes and go. So it was like, dang, what can I do at this point? So then that's when I went ahead and I got myself a website. Now, when I went ahead and got myself a website, I had already did a photo shoot. I'm going to insert the video of my photo shoot right here if I still have it. I had already did a photo shoot because in the back of my head, I already knew that I was going to have to get a website anyways, because I knew I was moving. But I did not know, the reality did not hit until I actually moved. So yes, I can relate when people say like, I don't have no support, I don't have no this, I don't have no that. Y'all, I went months without orders when I moved down to St. Louis. I didn't have orders for a long time, y'all. When I say a long time, I mean from like September of 2019. I did not have no orders all the way until December, when I went back to Chicago for Christmas break, or I think maybe in November when I went back to Chicago for Thanksgiving break. Was it Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving break. That was the last time like I actually sold my lashes. So I'm sitting on all this inventory because remember I had just switched vendors. So I'm sitting on all this inventory. Remind y'all, I paid an arm and a leg for this inventory because the new inventory was, you know, expensive and the vendor scammed me. That's why I tell y'all to be careful on Alibaba. That's why I offer lash wholesale. So if you're interested in starting your lash business, hit me up. The link to my lash wholesale will be in my description box. But I'm sitting on all this new inventory that I just paid so much money for. New website, nobody on it. And it's like, how do I promote myself as bigger than just a local business? So boom. End of 2019 happened. I get my website. I get my social medias running because I always had my Instagram business social medias, but I never really wasn't on it because how I was communicating with like most of my like supporters was on Facebook. Sorry y'all, my dog was crying. I had to go calm her down. But I think I was talking about like my social media presence. So once I had got my website, I been had like, you know, like my Instagram, because once I started my business, I'm like, let me give me an Instagram. I had my Facebook page already. That was cool. But I'm like, even then I still wasn't on TikTok. So like being on Instagram was very scary and intimidating because I barely had followers. I think I can go ahead and start inserting like my followers and my growth throughout Instagram. Like I didn't have no followers like that. I'm like, man, how do I grow on Instagram? How to grow, period, y'all. I was in my phase of, I was stuck. I felt like, okay, they say post 3 times a day, but I'm not getting no likes. I'm not getting no shares, no reposts. I'm not even getting followers. Like I'm posting every single day, y'all, for three times a day. Like people always state, people always say you got to post 3 times a day for content. I'm posting 3 times a day, y'all. Not seeing no growth in my followers or nothing, but I kept posting, y'all. Like, and I know exactly how it feels to feel like, am I doing this right? Like they say, you know, people always say to post 3 times a day and to post on your story and stuff, but like I'm not growing. Like that don't mean stop though, y'all. Like people be forgetting that you have to keep going. Like just because you're not seeing the results you want to see now don't mean that they're not gonna come later. You have to keep posting, and that's what I still do to this day, y'all. I still post 3 times a day. I post all day on my story. Like I still post. You want to keep posting until you blow up. You want to keep posting and pushing out good quality content. Don't give up because you're not seeing the results you want to see, okay? Like it's just that simple. So I was at that space in my life where I feel like I was at my lowest. Like I'm like, man, business has slowed down so much. Like what if I can't handle it? What if I'm not built for this? And then boom, COVID hit. Once COVID hit, y'all, I literally was just tapped out. Like I was so sad. I was depressed. Like my head was up. Like I lost my job. Like I literally had to get a job as soon as I moved to St. Louis because my business was going so slow. Like I lost my job. I had no income coming in. I'm just looking like, what am I finna do? Like what am I truly finna do? So I spent the whole COVID like being miserable. I'm not gonna lie, like business was slow. Like I was barely getting sales. Like, oh my God, I was barely getting sales, barely getting money. Business was just going slow. Like I was getting I think I had some good months. If I have the good months, I'm gonna post them. I think I had some good months in COVID with my business, but I had a lot of bad months. Okay, so we're just gonna go. Let me see. Let me actually see how I was coming during COVID. Let's pull up the analytics, y'all, because I really don't know how my business was coming in during COVID because it was not a rememberable year for me. Like a lot of businesses did really good during COVID. I don't think that I did that good. I think that my business did better after COVID, which was weird. But like I do not remember COVID being a very good year for me. I just remember myself being so like sad like about everything. So let's just see how bad or how good I did, because y'all, I really don't know. Okay, so for January during COVID, that whole month I only made $33 in sales. And then on February, I only made $25 in 1 month. I want to insert all of this so y'all can see. I only made $25 in 1 month of February during COVID, y'all. When I tell y'all my business was doing so bogus, like this is the stuff that entrepreneurs and people do not talk about. They don't talk about that slow time, like where they started. This is what y'all don't see. Because y'all probably would have never thought, like, dang, she was, like, that's the type of numbers I'm making now. Like, now the numbers eating right now. But, like, you know, I started somewhere, too. Like, a lot of people like to look at me and just think that I didn't come from where I, like, from the bottom. I came, everybody started from the bottom, just like you're starting from the bottom now. And this shit sucks, but everybody went through it. In March, I did good in March. I made $871.20 for the month of March during COVID. In April, I made $1,192.50. I did good in April. So yeah, business was actually having its ups and downs. During May of 2020, I made $424, so it went back down. That's when that summertime be starting. Every summer my business does really bad. June of 2020, I did really good my birthday month. I made $2,907.10. I did really, really good for June during COVID. July, I made $1,805.25. Let me screenshot all of this so I can just insert it so y'all don't think I'm capping. Because one thing about me, I'm going to have me some motherfucking proof. The proof is in the motherfucking pudding. Don't motherfucking play with me. I got to show y'all this. Y'all got to see this. Because I just want y'all to get inspired to know, like, everybody has that slow period. You are not the only one struggling, babe. You're not. And I wish people would really understand that, but people don't be understanding that until they see and hear it for real. So let's do August. August, I made $1,401.05. And then September, I made $970.60. October, I made $711.45. Hold on. Let's do November and then let's do December. Then I'm gonna stop. November, I made about $1,300, and then December we ended off with $520. Okay, so as y'all can see from those numbers, I had a lot of ups and I had a lot of downs. June was my best month. That was my birthday month, Big Gemini. And I was able to accumulate almost $3,000. But you know what I'm saying? But I also had my worst month. My worst month was February. And I only made $25. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I've had worse months. Like, them months when I was literally down here when I first dropped my website back in September. I can literally show y'all how much money I made from when I first started my website all the way until, like, January. So let's see. September is what? Month 8? Month 9. So let's do September 1st all the way to September whatever 30th. This is gonna be so crazy. Of 2019. 2019, y'all. I made 0 sales. That whole month, y'all, I made 0 sales. Let's take it up a notch. Let's do October of 2019. I made $36 in the whole month, October 2019. Oh, y'all, I came from nothing. Let's do November. November, I made $135. Okay, shout out to me, 2019. And then let's do December. I made $24 the whole month. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I started from nothing, okay? Y'all have to think about it. When I launched my website September 2019. And that month, I made little to no money. And then November, little to no money. December, little to no money. You get what I'm saying? And then January, little to no money. Basically, let me see. How much money did I make in January 2020? I think I already told y'all. Then I made the $233. It went up. And then February, it went back down to $25. You know what I'm saying? But I started from somewhere like you too. Do you know how it feels? Do y'all really think about this? Do y'all already know how it feels to launch a business, launch a website, and for the whole entire month, you only make $25 in that whole entire month? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, people would have never knew that if I would have never said nothing about it. Do y'all know what it feels like? Let me go to the actual number. Do y'all know what it feels like to have 0 sales in one full month? You went a whole month with 0 sales from your website after you launched it. Do you know what it feel like to go through a whole month and only make $36 after you launch it? You get what I'm saying? Like, I started from the bottom like you. I don't want nobody ever looking at me like as I just been had it. I had to work for it. I had to earn it. You get what I'm saying? I had to earn everything that I have now, and this is just only the beginning. You get what I'm saying? So basically my whole COVID year was just okay. And then what happened 2021? 2021 was one of the best and the worst years of my life because I was able to get my lash suite. What else happened during 2021? My business was taking off. But then again, I got robbed in 2021. They stole all my inventory. You get what I'm saying? So I had some of the best months and I had some of the worst months. I had some of the best years. I had some of the worst years. Like 2021 was actually decent for me up until the point where I got robbed at. 2021, I was able to get my suite. I was getting orders. Around this time, I had TikTok because I had started doing my TikTok back during COVID. And I was getting 200 some views. If I have a screenshot of that, I'll show y'all. I was getting 200 some views, 100 some views consistently until that one video took off. But I was posting every single day on TikTok. I was posting 2 videos a day. 1 video in the morning time, 1 video at night. I don't have really time. I don't have a time to put on there, but it was 1 video in the morning, 1 video in the night. I was doing that every single day on TikTok, Monday through Sunday. Every single day I was on it, y'all, posting on TikTok. And my numbers started hitting what needs to hit. And then 2021, my video went viral and it brought in so much revenue. My business was doing good. And then I turned around and I spent $4,000 on inventory and just to get robbed. Just to get all my inventory taken from me. And then 2021 was also a good year because I met my new vendor. Remember I told you I was getting scammed for that long time? I met my new vendor with better prices, with better quality. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting robbed 2021. They broke into my lash suite. They took all my lashes, and it was the weekend of Black Friday. So I had all these orders on Black Friday. Couldn't even fulfill them. You know why? Because I got robbed. Okay? It was horrible. It was horrible. Like, I had to go through all of that. That process was a lot for me to lose all of those lashes and then turn around, spin a block, and I had to refund all them orders. I was so pressed. I was so fucking mad, y'all. They cleared me out. They took everything. I did not have one lash, and I didn't have my lash tools. I didn't have no lash products, no lash washing machine. Y'all, I had nothing to offer. I had nothing. I had to start from the ground up again. So just imagine my man space in my head at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, 2021 happened. You know, it is what it is. It took me a couple of months to recover. So it took me from December all the way to February to recover from that loss, okay? Once I got to February, I had a big relaunch. If I got the flyer still, I'll post it. But I had my big relaunch. You know, Lash by Mercedes has relaunched or whatever, you know. And y'all, last year was the best money year of my life, y'all. When I say, when I relaunched my business, that month, y'all, that month alone for February, I made over $7,000. And here's the proof. The proof is in the pudding. This is 2022 at this point. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. I made that much money off selling lashes, y'all. So when people say, ooh, you can't make that much selling. Yes, you can. You can make that much selling money selling lashes. I made it before. March was a big number for me. Look at my March numbers. Look at my March stats. Look at my April stats. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna insert my February, my March, my April. Look at that. Look how much money I was bringing in, y'all. I was bringing in so much fucking money, y'all. So much money, and I was so happy and, you know, just thankful that I was able to just bring in that much money. You know what I'm saying? That was a good year for me. But I would never forget the days that I was making only $25 a month. I would never forget those days because those days made me who I am today. Because the fact that I still had the same consistency when I was making $25 a month, so where I started making $7K a month, and I had that same consistency, that was nothing but God testing me, trying to see if I really was ready to be an entrepreneur. Am I really ready to be an entrepreneur, or do I want to just say I'm a CEO and then give up when times get hard? That was God testing me, trying to see, am I ready to take on all the responsibilities and all the hats of being the shipper and handler, of being the customer service agent, of being the marketing team, of being the you know, it's a lot of hats when you start a business. You don't start off with a business. You don't start a business off with a bunch of workers. At least I don't know nobody else is doing that. But you know what I'm saying? You start off, when you start a business, you start off with all the hats. You have all the hats of your business. Can you really handle that before you want to say and call yourself an entrepreneur? Can you really handle that? Can you really balance your love life or the life that you have with your kids, your school life, and then handle a business, because a business is like a child? Can you do that? And I knew that I can, y'all. Y'all have to think about it. I'm still a college student. You know, I'm in my PhD program. I'm going to be a doctor, y'all. I still have my business, and I'm still consistent with it. And I'm about to also launch my new business October 27th. So when I say that I really had that entrepreneur shit in me, I mean that. I mean that I am really built for this, because I am the same consistent person from 2019 that I am now. I never was not consistent. You ain't never seen me fall off when it came down to being consistent. And yes, I had fell off on YouTube a couple of times, you know, making my videos and posting content. But y'all ain't never seen me slack when it comes down to that business. And when it comes down to the marketing, I'm going to eat that down every time. And y'all know that, because the people that has been following me, they know that they have seen the consistency that I have been showing to y'all for years. Y'all, this has taken years of consistency. I'm where I am now, and this is only the beginning, is because I stay consistent. And because of God. Most importantly, number one, God. Number two, consistency. I always put God first in everything that I do. Every time I used to receive an order, I'll never forget. I used to just look up and be like, thank you, God. And no matter what I'm doing, I could be fucking doing homework. I could be in class. I hear that cha-ching, or I see that vibration go off. I look up, thank you, God. I always want to be thankful. I don't care. Even when I was getting that one order, I had one order for one whole month. I still looked up and said, thank you. At every given time, you have to really think and move like that, because if you don't think and move like that, it's going to be so hard for you. It's going to be so hard for you. Like, for real. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, God, my bad. My mom had called me. But yeah, I'm just still that same dedicated person that I was. And even with all my obstacles that I had during my business, I still overcame those, okay? Because let's not forget that Instagram deleted my business page the end of 2022. So it's like it's always something. I have a good ass year, y'all, and then it'll end with a bang. 2021, I had a good ass year, and then ended with a bang. I got robbed and all my lashes got stolen. 2020 was just horrible. We're not gonna really talk about 2020. It's not even memorable for me. 2019 had a good ass year, and then boom, business shot down tremendously. End of the year. 2022 had a good year, my best money making year in business ever, and then boom, Instagram page got deleted. So, you know, I'm just gonna be really, really careful with my prayers this year, because I do not want no more big bangs at the end of this year, y'all. I don't. But like, yeah, you guys, I have been going through a lot. By the way, my new Instagram is at Lash by Mercedes LLC. I'm building that page back from the bottom up, because yeah, like I said, y'all, Instagram deleted my business page. And I was sitting on so many followers. But now we cannot talk about the past. You know, we have to think about the now. And the now is my new business page, and we're just going to grow that as best and as fast as we can. And we're just going to be grateful that we're able to at least have, I think right now I'm sitting on like 3,200 followers. And I'm blessed with that, you know, because like I always told y'all, the followers do not equal the support. The followers do not equal the money, because even though I'm sitting on 32 followers, I'm still getting orders left and right. Opportunities left to right, brand deals left to right, promo deals left to right, collaborations left to right, commissions left to right. Like when I say all of this to say, keep being consistent. If you know that being an entrepreneur is something that you really, really, really want to do and really want to be, own that. And I mean own it, like with your chest out and your head up. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of times when you are crying about your business, when you're sad about your business, when you're in denial about your business, when you just don't know, and you just don't know who to look to or where to turn. Turn to God first, and then just really put the work in and be consistent. I'm telling y'all, it's going to pay off, okay? Because it has paid off for me in ways that I would have never imagined. If I would have given up back then, I would have never knew what today would have been. And today is just the beginning of something. And I know it's going to be very big for me, because y'all, mark my words, I'm going to be so big. I'm going to be so big. Y'all finna see it firsthand. I'm going to be so big. Like, the opportunities that I've been getting has been crazy. To work with brand deals like Shein, Unice Hair, Ali Pearl Hair, just to work with all these different companies, it's just like, this is only the beginning. It literally is only the beginning, because once I stepped my foot in that door just a little bit, all of the doors opened up in the room. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's literally so crazy. Like, once I started tapping into ebooks, it's just a flow of different opportunities started coming. Once I started tapping into YouTube, a bunch of different opportunities started coming, okay? So I'm here to just tell you just to stay consistent, stay motivated, stay driven, because everybody started from the bottom just like you, babes. Everybody was struggling just like you, babes. Everybody struggled just like you, babes. But we kept pushing, we kept going, okay? So don't let your now determine your later, okay? So that's all I have for you guys so far for my part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Part 2 will be dropping in like January, okay? I cannot wait to just share with y'all how these next couple of months are gonna go. I'm probably gonna drop part 2 either in February or in December, but I do want to keep this series going on my YouTube. I think it'll be very beneficial and helpful for those who are going through a crisis when it comes down to their business, no matter what type of business that you have, and you just need that extra, you know, motivation. Y'all need to see, like, you know, that people are experiencing this as well. So I hope, you know, you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys love this series so far, because I cannot wait to start the rest of the episodes. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel, because if you're not, then what you doing, period, okay? Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Don't forget that I'm also a business mentor, okay? I offer 30-minute consultations. The link to my consultation will be in my description box below. I also do lash wholesale. So if you guys want to shop and do wholesale with me to start your lash business, I will also drop my lash wholesale in my description box below. I'm going to also throw in a bunch of other YouTube videos that I have on my page that I think that is worth that you guys watch, especially if you guys are starting a business or already have a business. And then I also have a bunch of ebooks available, because, you know, I just really like helping people. So I have a how to grow your TikTok ebook available. I have a how to start your business ebook available. I have a how to get paid, be a paid health influencer. I had that video. I have that ebook available to you all. I have my ultimate vendor list, you guys. My ultimate vendor list contains over 60 vendors. It doesn't matter what vendor you're looking for. Cosmetics, what else I have? Sleep attire, my personal lash vendors, y'all. My personal lash vendors, lash related products vendors, packaging vendors. I have all of those vendors available to you. And yes, the actual vendors that I use, those will be bolded, okay? And they'll be in parentheses. They'll say my actual vendor, okay? So that is available to you as well. And I think that's all of my digital products that I offer so far. I will make sure that I drop the link to all of my digital courses down below, because, like, I really just like to help people, like, real life. Like, I think, like, that's something that, you know, God want me to do. God really want me to, you know, just really help people, like, for real, help people, put people on and stuff, you know. And I'm always here to help. I'm always like an open book. So if you guys are interested in any of those products, it'll be in my description box below. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.